Hey everybody, it's Brooke. Welcome back. I'm still working on the Jalbum. If you'd like to see page number 4, stick around and we'll make it. Okay, you guys, this is what we're going to make today. Last week we made, oh, my computer's going crazy, sorry. Last time we made this page, and it was, well, the video was terrible, but I think you got the ultimate idea. And now we're going to make this page that goes on the back. I had the bright idea that I could go ahead and make it after the last video. It was an even hotter mess than this one, so but it did get finished, so I'm gonna put this one in the book, and then I did a dummy copy that we could use to make one. So let's go ahead, and I'm on that middle fin in our book. My goodness, oh, my computer's trying to update. That's the problem. Sorry for all the dinging. Okay, so we'll take the tape off this middle hinge. Easier said than done. I'm not going to take it all the way off. I'm just going to take it back about, I don't know, a couple inches, an inch, something like that. Find our opening, which is on this side. And I did go ahead and just put a scrap back there so that when you look through this thumb hole, you don't see the white. I'm going to slide our page right over there. Not all the way up to the fold. Leave a little bit of space so it can go up and down. I want to get it even with the other pages before I press it down. Okay, so we'll press it right there. I'll go ahead and turn this around. Find our tape end. Good to go. There it is. Press that all the way down. Make sure it's straight. Great, so that's all attached on the front side, and all we have to do is turn it around and grab that tape on the back side. We could take the whole thing off this time. And go ahead and press that down. Excellent. So that page is in. We only have one fin left. Maybe we'll get it done by Halloween, you guys. So great. Loving it, loving it. We're all good to go. And this is what we're going to make today. So this part, I've got to stop saying so. I didn't realize I was so bad about it. This flap goes up like that. This flap comes down, so you have all that space down there. And then this pocket flips open, flips closed. There's a fabulous tag inside. This tag is from the Creepy Baby add-on kit that is in my Etsy shop. Still 25% off through Halloween of 2023. This was from the original baby kit. Original Creepy Baby kit. And then I think all of the rest are from the freebie in the Facebook group. If you have not gotten your Creepy Baby freebie or all the other freebies that we offer, I'll put a link to the Facebook group up there. Okay, so that is what we're going to make. Let's get our beautiful book out of the way. I'm loving these journals. And this is just a little dummy page that I made. Same size as our book. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So I have printed this page, which is part of the freebie kit, and that background on it. I've been using this background pretty consistently because I do really like it. And then I printed this page for the background, or for the pocket rather, with that as its background. And then I printed this one from the freebie just on regular presentation paper, one-sided, and that's going to be the background for our base page. The other two I did print on cream-colored cardstock from Michaels. Let's just get to it. We will make our flaps first. Oop, blowing things around. Let me get my big chopper. And so we want our flaps to be almost 7 3/4 wide. No, 5 3/4 wide. This is where I got into trouble last time. 5 3/4 wide, because that's how wide our page is. And I'll just take it down a little thinner than that, so I have some wiggle room. And I do want to use this side of the page for our flaps. This is a very cool scrap. Don't want to get rid of that. Put that in the basket. And then our top flap is we need it to be 3.5 inches wide, or It's 5.7 wide. We want it 3.5 tall. Cut that there. And then our bottom flap, we want to have 7 inches high. I think I'll do it this way if we're going to cut it. Just cut off a little teeny bit, little teeny strip. Okay. Set the big trimmer aside. We'll get the scoreboard and let's get to scoring. So for our flappy pieces, this is our bottom flap. All we need to do, I'll turn it this way. I used to always use my scoreboard sideways, but I seem to be getting over that now. So I want to score 1/2 inch on the bottom. Go right across there a couple times, get that good and scored. And our top flap, we want to do 1/2 inch across the top. So to do that on the left-hand side, which is easier, we'll just turn it upside down. So there's that one. Let me fold these and you'll see where we're going, kind of. Get my squisher downer. I even opened a new glue stick. How exciting is that? I love new glue. It was my last glue stick, so I've got to get some more. I have to remember to do that. But look what I found when I pulled that out. This glue has got to be 2 years old, 4 years old. I know I didn't buy it when we lived in this house. So yeah, 4 years old. I used to use it a lot. I haven't used it in a long time, but since I have it, I guess I'll be using it. These two will form our flaps like that. So this one will flap up. This one will flap down. Okay, so that's what we've done so far. Now we need to make our little pocket for the side. I'm sorry, you guys. Actually, the computer restarted. I have no idea where I was. I have to start recording over, but we've already done some. I'll try to link them together without it being gibberish. So we've made our top flap. That's this guy. And we cut him at almost 5 3/4 wide by 3.5 tall, and then scored across the top at 1/2 inch. So that's our top flap, and this is the bottom flap, same width, almost 5 3/4, and that one's 7 inches high, and we scored at 1/2 inch on the bottom. So those will overlap on our page. We need to make our little pocket on the side now. I was in the middle of doing something with the pockets, I'm not sure what. So we have this piece and this one. Let's do our base first. This is our little base. So I'm going to turn it upside down. And I can't believe this is going to be another hot mess video. Just don't know, you guys. I don't know about me. And so there's scored at 1/2 inch, which is on the left-hand side. And that will be the flap that lets our pocket open and close. And here's our pocket, and we're going to score this at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Get my little embossing tool here. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch at the bottom. Okay, so let's move our scoreboard out of the way. Hopefully we're done with the big tools. And I'll fold these up. Oop, I went awry. Oh no. Let's get out our scrapey tool. Get those folds good and scored. As I said in the last video, Michael's cardstock, like the plain cardstock, does fine. It seems like the printed cardstock is what cracks terribly. I'm going to miter these corners because this is a pocket. Just a little bit. Get the bulk reduced in those corners. Put just a tiny bit of glue to hold our flap down. So I'll put a little bit of glue right here. Just a little bit right there. That'll hold our pocket bottom in place. Well, allegedly it will. Come on, art glitter glue. You dry fast, you always do. Should we go crazy and try this glue, you guys? Let's do it. This is Tombow Mono Aqua Liquid Glue. There's a fine tip and a broad tip. I've never used the broad tip, so I don't know what to say about that. Let's get out a glue page. And I think, oh, I like how our pocket looks. I think I would like a notch at the top. Let's make sure it fits our base, which it does. So we're going to be gluing it just to the right of this fold. Let's go ahead and put a little notch in the top. Just a little one. Grab my black soot distress ink. Dare I try new glue? Seems so risky. But I think I've mentioned before, I can't get art glitter glue in Maine in the winter time, so I better conserve it, right? Or hurry up and order it one more time. We've been having crazy warm weather here, in addition to other recent weird events. Been a very strange few days. Wonder if that's why my concentration is shot. Between that and my allergies, I'm thinking maybe my concentration is not what it could be. I seem to recall the mono does not grab nearly as quickly as our glitter glue. So that's good and bad. It will give us a minute to slide this around if we need to. But we have to remember not to move it once we get it where we want it. Perfect. I like our pocket. Ooh, and it got all over my hands. We might need a baby wipe for that. This is a dry one. Am I going to just glue it to myself? Maybe. And that is oozing out and still kind of slippery. I like it. I like that I can still move it, but then again, I moved it when I didn't want to. So, pros and cons. But we're going to use it because we have it. Set our pocket aside. This is our fake base piece. And we can go ahead and I think I'll put our flaps on. So this is the back side that we were working on. And we can let's put our bottom flap on the base. I'm going to put the pieces on the base and then cover it up. Going to use this again? I'm just looking for trouble, aren't I? Might be. So we have our 1/2 inch flap there on the bottom. Oop, went crazy. Went crazy with the glue. I think I'll get that glue page out again. And we will put this down at the bottom, lining it up very carefully on the sides and at the bottom. Excellent. A little crooked. There we go. It is nice being able to move that. Let's see if we can do this without moving it unintentionally. Didn't I learn last time about experimenting on things when I'm with you guys? I should try it first by myself. Ah, well. Again, where is the fun in that? So this is our top flap, and it's going to go right here at the top. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Make sure it's lined up with the bottom flap, lined up with the top. Nice. It's working for me, you guys. Working for me. This is a nice, easy one. Put a glue lid on. Press those down really well. I guess we could put our pocket on now, couldn't we? I think we could. So we'll turn it this way. And again, not only can you make this pocket any size you want, you can put it wherever you want. I want it, I think, right about in the middle-ish. We are going to put a magnet on this to close the whole thing up, so keep that in mind. And I'm going to glue it right here, and that way our base paper will cover up all of these flaps, or the paper we're using to cover the base. So we'll put our glue on that hinge. Tip it a little bit to make sure I can see the edge. And make sure we're right at the edge. And on there nice and straight. There we we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. See, it moved. Okay, I think there are definitely pros and cons of this glue, but there's a little bit of a learning curve when you're used to our glitter glue. There we go. Okay, we'll put the lid back on. Clean up that little bit of extra glue. Pardon me. Yep, allergies still going strong. Get that out of the way. And so that's going to be like that. That's going to be like that. That's going to be like that. Let me check our book to see how I put the magnets in. Double checking. Just having a look-see. There's one there, and there's one there. That's what I did. Okay, so there's not one in the pocket. I'm a liar. So we just want to have a magnet holding this piece to this piece. So what I will do, again, I took my little basic gray magnets, and I did pull them out of the package already because they're scrappy little guys. I will have them linked down below. I love them. I'm going to take the adhesive backing off. They're very strong, they're very thin, and the sticky that they put on them, it's really strong. So I'm going to put that in the middle, and pretty close to the edge. Press that down, and I've got the two pieces stuck together, so the negative piece is stuck to the top of our flap, and now I'm going to take this adhesive piece off. Oop. Metal sticking to the magnet, sticky is sticking to everything. And we'll put that right there. And rub it down, because that is where it naturally wants to fall. Oh, and we did have a little bit of an overlap. That is... I should have left this, I guess, at full length. Yep, learning how to make mini albums, not for the faint of heart. But that's working. So what we can do is, what will we do? Well, I'm going to cover it for now. This is one of the pieces out of the extras, the Creepy Baby add-on in the Etsy shop. I think I'll just put him right on there. Let's get our glue stick and our glue paper. And if this were actually going in a journal, this is just a show you page, so I don't have to worry that much about that magnet. Were it going in a journal, I would figure out a way to cover up the back of that magnet as well. But luckily, we just don't have to worry about it. So we'll take our bat. Oh, I shouldn't have put glue everywhere, because he's going to be sticking up. Make him cover our magnet. Press him right there. And I'm going to open that up. Try to wipe off some of that glue on the back of him. Okay. And then to cover this one, I have one of the tabs that came in the original Creepy Baby. And this has my jelly print on it. Pretty jazzy. And we'll cover up this magnet with our tab. And it will also show that that is a lifty uppy pocket. Whoa. No! Or a lifty uppy flap, I guess. So go ahead and start on the back to make sure we get that magnet covered. And then just close that up. Oh wow, that glue does ooze more, that's for sure. It's more liquidy, I think, than art glitter glue. Let's get at our glue eraser. Handy dandy. This is also linked down below. Great tool. Get all that off. Once it dries, we can brush it right away. So, we'll have that. We'll have that. Oh, it does look kind of funny with the bat's head chopped off. It's a good thing this is a test page. So before you glue down whatever you're gluing here, make sure to see what it's going to look like. I mean, he's adorable when it's open, but that looks kind of weird. So make sure to double check what you're putting there looks okay. And then we'll take this, and this is our base page in the back, and that is, need our cutter one more time. We are going for, let's see, I like this top part, I like the colors there, so we'll make it 9 1/4, little teeny bit less than 9 1/4 tall. And I like where it has the chunky ink there, so we'll save that part. And we will make it a little less than 5.75. I will test it. This probably is going to take a little bit of trial and error. It seems like a lot of things, at least for me, a lot of things in mini albums take some trial and error. Let's cut that, close that before I chop my hand off. But I have to say, I'm having a whole lot of fun. The width is great. The height is a little much. So we'll just take off another little bit. So sorry about the coughing and sniffling and everything else. I guess I just have allergies all the time now. That's how it is. So that goes there. Oh, you're so close. Just a tiny fraction off. One more little chop. Sorry, guys. I think my measuring skills are not fabulous, but that's okay. We get there in the end. I just love that little bat. He's so cute. Okay. So there we go. That looks like that should be just dandy. Yes. So what we will do is move our cutter. We are done cutting for reals. And bring this over. And I think I'll get a different glue page because that one's mighty sticky. So let's just pull out another glue page. Probably should get rid of all these little bits of paper before I glue something where it shouldn't be. Probably a good idea. We'll grab this guy and use our glue stick. Get those edges really well. We want to make sure those don't lift up anywhere. Move it down, get those edges. Oop. Bring this over. Line it up neat and tidy. Check those. Before I push it down, just making sure it's where I want it. Now I'll press it down because that is Jim Dandy. Yes, indeedy. Okay. So that folds in like that. And we'll give it a little burnish just to start training it to do that. That folds up like that. That flaps down like that, and you've got your page. That's a pretty easy one, huh? I know I made it look hard. It's my superpower. All that's left to do is to make the tag that goes in here. And to save you the pain, I did back it already. This is from the Creepy Baby add-on that's in the Etsy shop. It's a pre-made tag. I just backed it with a scrap. Wow, everything's blown out. Sorry, guys. And I will take my hole punch and just give it a little punch right there in the center. I found that my handheld is slightly bigger than my crocodile, which is why I'm using it. And then I have these really cool hole reinforcers. Genevieve reminded me of this. We used to do this in scrapbooking world, is use our gold leafing flakes with a glue stick. So I took some hole reinforcements that I bought at a yard sale a long time ago, inked them up a little bit with vintage photo, not solid, just some, and then took my glue stick and went over it, not making, trying to cover every little bit, just kind of sporadically, and then put my those little flakes. I meant to bring them out to show you, like the gilding flakes, and put them on there and patted them down. And look how beautiful those are. There are touches of gold in this kit, so these are just perfect. And they're shabby and old looking, so they make me happy. And And in case you guys had not heard of that technique, I thought I would tell you. Thank you, Jen, for reminding me. Put that right over there. Might put one on the back just to jazz it up back there. Why not? These are old hole reinforcers, so I'm just giving them a little bit of glue. Okay. There's that. Put that lid on. I've got open glue everywhere. Make sure those are burnished down. Okay, let's put our glue paper out of the way. And I have over to my right, not my left, I just have pieces of trim that I'm using and pieces of fabric that I'm using for topping tags and stuff. See if we can get that through there. Maybe we'll do it this way just to be different. So I put one through. I think I got this gingham ribbon, which is cream and sort of pumpkin colored. I think I got it at Michael's a couple years ago, and I really like it. So let's do that just to be different. Maybe we'll tie a double knot. Just for funsies. Oh, I like it. I like that a lot. It's sticking to me because my fingers are sticky, but that works. Tighten that up. Come over here. Slide that right in our envelope. And our little bow, or our little ribbons, I probably should trim those down a little bit. Last time I made it way too short. This time I made it too long. Okay, so our tag is in there nice and snug. That goes up, that goes down, and it's still, you can hear the click. The magnet is grabbing no problem. And then we would decorate this side and put the whole thing in the book. Okay, you guys, so that is page 4. No, that's page, it is page 4. Good. Okay, 2 more pages, 2 more, one front, one back, and we'll be done with the album part of the Jalbum. Thank you so much for coming to play, and I probably am going to try to pack the next 2 videos real close together so we can try to get our Jalbums done for Halloween. Sorry I'm so late, but it's how I roll. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.